Hey y'all, this is a lot earlier than I typically ever go live, but I just returned from vacation, returned from Maui, and did not realize how many people didn't know about this makeup. So many people that I talked to over the course of the last week have never heard of this makeup that I have been using for 5 years. I've been here for 5 years sharing tips for over 50 faces, meaning like once I hit 50 and 55 now, once I hit 50, makeup was like, something's up. It's not working. So I started to tweak some of the techniques that I used, that I started to change what kind of makeup I used for mature skin because my makeup wasn't setting the way that it used to. So I'm here just to show you the makeup that I have been using for the last 5 years that has completely changed the way makeup looks and sits on my face. It has simplified things and my life tremendously. So I didn't even get a chance to finish drinking my coffee, but we'll set that aside. So this was where I started, and I had 3 of these, okay? All of this makeup, bronzers, powders, palettes that had all the things, eyeshadows, blushes. I have creams, I have primers, you name it. I have brushes, like they're all in here, eyeliners, all the things. And what I have since gone to is this, okay? All right, now, this makeup is a cream product. Tell me where you're watching from. Thank you, Hazel from Norway. Tell me where you're watching from, because right now, if you're in the UK, if you're in Australia or Mexico, listen up. The United States and Canada for right now, but this makeup is going crazy. But anyway, this is one compact makeup system. All of these little tins are interchangeable. They pop in and out. This is what one of the lids look like. I can use the beveled edge on the lid, pop it down in, pop it out, just like that. They're magnetic, so you only replace what you use. And then the other beautiful part is you can use every last drop. Do you see how this is my concealer? I can see the bottom of the tin, but I pop that out, set that onto a skillet on low heat. It melts it all back in. I use every last drop. Okay, it is available in Canada. Woohoo, guys. So I want to show you how I use 4 colors to do my entire face. The thing about creams is they don't dry down, all right? And at any point during this live, you can comment the word match, because I color match you to colors virtually that are perfect for your skin tone. Okay, these are my colors. Okay, I sent a selfie in to the person that I purchased the makeup from. She matched me spot on, spot stinking on. It was amazing. All right, so anyway, each of these are between $14 and $19, depending on what product you get each, okay? So like this whole compact is under $80, and it does my entire face. When I add up all of this, whoops, it's all falling out because that's how it happens, overflowing makeup bag. We have hundreds of dollars, hundreds of dollars in product. Now, I also want to show you, for all the girls who love all the things, look how gorgeous this one is, okay? And I even took some of my favorite colors out, but like this is the one that I travel with when I'm going for long periods of time. Eyeshadows, color correctors, like I said, bronzers, contours, lip and cheek. The branding, gorgeous, gorgeous. Palettes that come in all different sizes, depending on what you want. You want something that just fits in your purse. If you're on the bus and you need to do your makeup on the bus, whip it out and do your makeup on the bus. Okay, so primarily when I color match you, I'm going to show you like the main things. You can always get more, but I'm going to show you the main things and how placement truly matters. So color matters, placement matters. And before, I was just the girl who took one foundation and applied it all over my face. But I want you to think of these as providing a 3-dimensional look. So because creams don't dry down, they move with your face. Okay, my face moves. All right, I've decided that I'm just aging without Botox or surgery or fillers or anything. That's just me, okay? But because my face moves, it makes cream products really great for mature skin, because when you're using like certain liquids or powders that dry down, when you move your face, they crack. That's what causes creasing. But when you're using cream products, and all cream products, they give you this really hydrated, beautiful glow, but they also allow you to build where you need more coverage, okay? Say you have some areas that you do need more coverage. You just build the product on as you need it. Or you can have just a nice polished look, like you want to even out your skin tone. It's perfect. Before you do anything, guys, you have to hydrate. You have to moisturize your face. So I've already done my skincare, but I'm going to go the extra mile, and I'm going to use this little balm stick right underneath of my eyes. It's Korean skincare, actually. I also will use it on my nasolabial folds. Makes great lip chapstick. And my 11s, okay? Why? Because I absolutely do not want product lingering there. And, okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the darkest color. This is a contour. It's a warm contour. You could also replace it with a bronzer if you like bronzer, but I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna apply it on one side with my finger because I wanna show you placement. On the other side, I'm gonna use a brush, so you're getting the best of both worlds. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go down straight from the corner of my eye, and I'm gonna find my cheekbone. Why am I not going in this direction? I just want you to take a look at my fingers, just as it is. If I apply a contour right where my shadow is, back in the day when I was 20, I could do that easy, but that would drop my face. So I'm gonna actually put it right on top of my cheekbone, come down from the corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna put little dots right back to my ear, okay? It's that simple. I don't want to see my contour on my face. I just want to see the shadow. The other place I'm gonna put it is right up here along my hairline. The other place I'm gonna put it is right along the jawline. Now I have jowls, y'all. Give me a thumbs up if you have jowls. You're losing elasticity in your skin. That is, real life. That's what happens. We lose collagen, we lose elasticity. So I'm gonna pretend my jowl isn't there, and I'm just gonna kind of go right across it, because anywhere I apply that darker color, that's gonna make that area recede. So where it's hanging, that little hangy thing, it's going to make it appear back. Kind of genius. Those are the things that I teach here. So if you don't currently follow me, consider that. I just teach those easy things, those easy tweaks we can make to our makeup that is just can make the biggest difference overall. That's what I care about. I care about up close makeup. I care about the overall look. I'm not going to concentrate on that one stinking thing about myself that, that I dislike. And, sadly enough, we might all have those things, but this makeup will help give a more three-dimensional look. So it's the overall look. All right, so what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to go ahead and show you placement on this side of my face. The next color I'm going to go into is actually my concealer. I haven't put foundation on yet, all right? All these colors work together to be my foundation. So again, instead of taking one solid color and applying all over my face, I'm getting the colors that are right for me. I'm going to strategically place them on my face. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of this makeup before. Did I even say the name? It's called Seint, S-E-I-N-T. I'm going into my concealer, okay? And I'm going to place it in this area right here, okay? You're gonna notice it's not going in a big triangle like raccoon eyes. Like I used to watch my mom put her concealer like a raccoon, like underneath of her eyes. Yeah, that's all I knew, right? Again, these are the kind of tips that you're gonna learn from me. I like to call this, rather than concealer, the only reason I called it a concealer is probably so that you can relate, but it's a brightener. My my intent is to brighten certain parts of my face, to bring light, to bring those areas forward. Okay, the next area I'm gonna brighten is right down the middle of my nose. Y'all, just look what just happened just by me doing that. Now, if you don't have 11s like me, you can put your brightening or your accent, your brightening color right here too. I have 11s. If I put a bright color there, I might as well hang a neon sign from my 11s, okay? The lighter colors you want to avoid. And that, for the most part, is why we don't like makeup as we get older, because you're wearing the wrong colors. When you readjust your colors and you have somebody that can help you like me, that the match that I give is totally free. So, comment match and I'll send you the information. Okay, so the other place that you can put it is right here on your chin. Now, I do want to say this. If you have really large pores on your chin, which is very commonplace to have them, then avoid that area, okay? But we're going to brighten right down the middle of our face, kind of like the T-zone. Amen. All right, now I can go ahead and put this shade right here. That is my foundation shade, my main shade, the one that's closest to my skin tone. I can put that where I need additional coverage. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, whoops, I don't wanna do that side of my face. I wanna do this side of my face with a brush so you guys can see both. Now I'm just gonna fill in. Doesn't this make sense? You guys, this is one stinking layer of makeup. The right colors, in the right place, in this teeny tiny little thing. All right, and then we'll go in with a cheek color and I'll just place it right here. Now I want to blend it so that you guys can see actually what it looks like, so you can get the whole picture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lightest color. This is one of the brushes from Saint. This is one of the brushes. What do you notice about them? This is one of them. They're double-ended, so it's always like getting two brushes for one. These are the eyeshadow brushes. They're small brushes. Brushes are really important. You could totally use a beauty sponge in order to blend this as well, okay? So you can do this as economical as possible. I do want to tell you that these brushes are made for cream products. Not all brushes are created equal. Not all brushes are made for cream products, because if you're not using one that's made for creams, what could happen? Couple things. Number one, it could blend uneven because it's dragging the product versus placing the product where you want it. The other thing it could do is you could be picking up extra product that you don't need. So, the brushes are pretty awesome, or make sure that you're using your finger or a beauty blender or a brush that is made for creams. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the lightest and I'm just tapping in, okay? And I'm just gonna start feathering the product in. My skin is in really good shape, okay? I've been using Korean skincare for almost a year. It's changed my skin. So, but this will blend in like butter, okay? It blends so easily. If you notice that it's not blending easily, chances are it's a skin issue, okay? Exfoliate, girl, exfoliate. Okay, and then right here, I'm going to always blend upward for contour. I don't want to blend that dark color down. And then of course, along the jawline, we want to blend down onto the neck. I know you guys have seen the floating face. You know what I mean, where the face is one color and the neck's another color. This, and when I color match you, I will make sure that doesn't happen. We will alleviate that. I'm going to look at your brows. I'm going to look at your hair color. Doesn't matter if you're gray. I am going to make sure that you have the right colors for you. Okay, and so we want to make sure that that neck and that face is kind of all one, right? All right, and I'm going to go in with a little bit more cheek color because that's just my personal preference. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm just still doing this side of my face with my finger. I'm going to take this brightening highlight and I'm going to put it on my eyelids. All right, so this is going to even out all the veiny discoloration on my eyelids. If you're not an eyeshadow girl, who cares? Look at this. Look what you can do with just that little bit of makeup. We've now taken all the burden off of some fancy eyeshadow look, and now we just evened it out, brightened everything up, and it's that simple. All right, but if you do want eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with my contour, and I'm gonna go ahead and make it the most beautiful neutral eye. And because these colors are for me personally, look at that. So simple. All I have to do now is, you know, if you want eyeliner, if you want mascara, do your thing. But this just gave me a nice, clean, polished look. Evened out my skin tone because I placed the colors exactly where I need them. So let's go and let's do this side of my face. I'm gonna use this brush. This one's black. It was an artist gift, but this is called the Shape Brush. It's my favorite brush. Another common one that I will often give is the 3D brush. It has a fluffy end and a tapered, and these are brush recommendations that I make. The detail brush has a nice flat end, but honestly, like, you can use any of these brushes to get the job done. When you want to apply product, if in a little bit more full coverage method, you're going to do something like this. Let me show you with the contour. So I'm gonna pinch my brush because I want it more dense at the end, okay? And you can do this with any brush, guys. Now I'm gonna plop it into my contour. I have very little product. These will last you months, okay? And now I'm just going to put it in that same place that I placed it with my finger, right on top of my cheekbone. Just like that. Now I'm gonna blend in an upward motion. I want to add depth and dimension. So if you need fuller coverage, you are going to do the stipple method. Press, 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 press that makeup in, okay? The makeup only has 11 ingredients. Remember, now it's our hairline, okay? So what this is actually doing is kind of just giving shape to my face. And I want to push it all the way back to my hairline. If you have silver hair, really light hair, just be careful through there. Okay, but we kind of created this little half moon or horizon. It looks like the sun is setting in the west over your brows. That's really a nice look because you're keeping that bright through the center, all right? Again, it's a three-dimensional look. Let's go ahead and do the jawline. And it is truly right along the jawline. It's not up on the cheek except for a wee little bit right there over top of the jowl, okay? It is a shadow. It is not a brown line that is going to be seen. It is only a slight shadow. It is an illusion. Down onto the neck to blend the face and the neck. All right, the next color was the brightening or the concealer. I'm still going to use my finger. It's my favorite way, simply because my finger is warm. My face is warm, okay? We're warm-blooded animals. So this is melting into my skin. I need the tiniest amount. And when you're not using a lot of product, then you have less likely chances to crease. But it's just the overall healthy glow that cream products give to the skin, okay? It's so simple. Cuts your time doing your makeup in fraction of the time because everything is right here for you. There's a little bit of a learning curve, knowing how much that you want to put on, knowing the placement, but once it happens, you'll be like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. And that's the way I felt for the last 5 years. All right, so then I'm gonna go in with my main highlight. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm popping, bouncing into the product. There is no swiping. If you have a lot of product, like that's all into your brush, that's way too much. Way too much. If I get a customer who's reaching out and saying, Kim, it's just settling in my fine lines, it's too much, okay? And you can always take a beauty blender over top, just like this, in order to remove any excess product. Just this alone will pull excess product off, but not too much, And you always want to use a beauty blender that's slightly damp. This baby right here, it's really cool. It can be used damp or dry. It's by a company called Stands Out. But these normal ones, run it under some water, squeeze it in a towel, and then do that. All right, so now I'm ready to feather in my main highlight. Where am I gonna do it? Only where I need it. You know, sometimes we just go through the motions and say, I need foundation all over my face. But do you? Because the purpose of foundation is to provide coverage and even out your skin tone where you need it. So if you're not starting with your foundation, then maybe you don't need it everywhere. And I did just get back from vacation, so I have a tan, and I absolutely know that I don't need it anywhere. Okay, right here under my eyes, because remember I put that accent, that brightening color right in the corner, but I didn't put anything right under my eyes. So that's going to be my main foundation shade there. I don't want to go too light there. And one more thing, this is a pro tip. I will give you a recommendation for a color corrector, okay? This is a color corrector. It is also a lip and cheek color. It's from the orange family. So if you have blue or purple, you're probably going to get a color corrector that's this color from me. You would put this on and then your foundation over top. Color correcting first gets to the root of the problem, but you just pop it in, okay? You could also use it as your lip color and as your cheek color. Like, it's just brilliant. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put the accent color on my eye to even out my veiny eyelids. Y'all is jet lagged. That time difference is 6 hours between the East Coast and Hawaii. Taking me a minute. All right, and then into this beautiful cheek color. I like to see a little bit of color from the front, okay? Just a little natural color, like, you know, that brings life to your face, not overly done. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and use that contour color on eyelids. Can you believe this whole thing has been done with 4 colors? You know, we're talking around $80-ish. And you can get rid of your messy makeup bag. And you can be assured you're getting colors that are perfect for you. Let me just take it one step further. This is a brush called the Multitasker, but maybe you have a brush that you could use this for. Let's go ahead and use my contour, and let's go ahead and line underneath of my eyes. What is happening? Is this not the craziest, best thing you have seen for a while? On my lips. And then we'll just add mascara. Saint now has mascara. This one, let me find my fave. This one is called Lash Velvet. I was always and still am, a tubular mascara girl, but look at this luscious brush, and mascara is all I need. So when I need to get ready in the morning and I'm not chatting with beautiful people like you, it takes me 5 minutes to get my face on. And if you are interested in getting a personal color match by me, and also learning easy tips for women with mature skin, just make sure you follow me so that you can see the link, because Instagram might hide the link from you. And then comment match. And I will make sure that I get to you all of the information that you need to make a judgment call. Now, let me say, I'm going to also give you a bronzer recommendation. I'm also going to give you a color corrector recommendation. I'm going to give you an illuminator recommendation. Let me show you what an illuminator is really quickly. That is, it's on this layer. That is this. All it does is I put it just on the top of my cheekbones. It just gives an extra little hue of glow, but not glitter, okay? You know, glitter and mature skin is not always our best friend. So you have to do things very discreetly. And then again, I'll make brush recommendations. I'll give you the link and then you can pull out whatever you don't want. Okay. Or if you're like, you know what, Kim, I like a red lip, then stick a red lip in your compact. Or you know what, I'm more of a peach girl than a pink girl, then stick a peach in. Okay. My recommendations are mainly for the foundation and the contour shade. Those I would not stray from. Okay. Because on the website, the color looks very different than it does on the skin. So let me be the one to help you do that part. Guys, this is it. This was the simplest makeup on the planet. I went from this to this. 4 colors and some mascara. Comment the word match. Reach out if you have any questions at all. Thank you for joining me. My name is Kim, and I am your over 50 makeup teacher. Have a great one.